Have you ever wondered what actually happens in the shadows of our minds when the lights go out? For a lot of us, sleep is just kind of this blank space in our day, right? Okay, let's dive into this explainer. We're going to unravel the mystery of what really happens when we close our eyes. And honestly, the science reveals something far, far stranger than you might imagine.
You know, for generations, the absolute biggest lie we've been told is that sleep is just rest. We treat it like this totally passive state where we just power down, like flipping the off switch on your laptop to save the battery for tomorrow. But this super widespread belief that sleep is just our off mode, yeah, it's actually completely backwards.
Let's break down this whole myth versus reality thing. We usually picture sleep as this totally passive rest, right? You're lying there, completely still, totally peaceful. But modern neuroscience, it reveals a shocking reality. Your body might look completely dormant from the outside, but inside your skull, it is a hyperactive, surprisingly frantic environment. Literally, an explosion of activity.
It turns out this nightly brain activity happens in these incredibly intense, rapid cycles. Your brain waves are firing wildly as you bounce back and forth between REM and non-REM sleep. And during this time, your brain is doing some seriously heavy lifting. It's aggressively processing memories, like constantly deciding, okay, keep this, toss that. And it's heavily regulating your emotions so you don't wake up totally overwhelmed by yesterday's stress. It's like a highly sophisticated filing system just running at absolute top speed.
Which brings us to a really suspenseful realization. If sleep isn't simply rest, what exactly is going on? If our brains are this active, what unseen physical processes are kicking off in the dark while we're completely unconscious?
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is what researchers have actually found. It is absolutely fascinating. Your brain literally runs a biological sanitation crew. We call it the nightly brainwash. That intense electrical activity we just talked about, it's actually powering a crucial cleanup mechanism that's vital for your long-term cognitive survival.
Enter the glymphatic system. This is the brain's dedicated waste clearance network, and its whole job is to eliminate toxic proteins during sleep. Think of it as your biological night shift crew. It's this elegant, totally hidden network that only fully clocks in when you lose consciousness.
Here is exactly how it works. Imagine your brain is a bustling, super crowded city. During the day, there's just way too much traffic to clean the streets. But at night, cerebrospinal fluid rushes in. It literally flushes out the day's toxic byproducts, specifically clearing out dangerous proteins like beta amyloid. If the street sweeping doesn't happen, those toxins just build up. And beta amyloid, it's heavily linked to Alzheimer's. So this nightly wash is quite literally saving your mind.
But you know, our nights aren't just about plumbing and sanitation. We definitely have to talk about the wild phenomenon of dreaming. While we're just lying there, our minds are busy painting these vivid, totally bizarre realities. Dreaming remains a really profound scientific mystery, but researchers all agree on one thing. It is absolutely a crucial cognitive function, not just some random neurological static.
Scientists have a few really incredible theories on why we actually do this. First up is memory consolidation. Basically, dreams might just be your brain organizing your daily experiences. Then there's threat simulation theory. This is the wild idea that your sleeping mind is kind of like a virtual reality simulator, practicing how to survive danger. It's also deeply tied to processing complex emotions and sparking creativity, all while you're in a state completely free from normal waking logic.
So clearly, there is a massive amount of life-sustaining work happening under the hood, but that leads to a pretty terrifying question. What happens when this crucial maintenance stops? Like, what happens if we skip it or even just cut it short? Well, the consequences of sleep deprivation are, frankly, horrifying. So, the crucial point is the danger of deprivation is severe. When we stay awake, we aren't just feeling a little tired. No, we're actively denying the body its most essential repair cycle, and that exacts a violent, systemic cost on us.
We are talking about rapid, cascading failures here. Without sleep, you immediately face severe hormone imbalances. Your immune system just completely drops its guard. Short-term memory loss sets in incredibly fast. And if you push it far enough, you'll actually experience full-blown hallucinations. Your brain literally begins to fray at the edges when it's denied the chance to reset.
And the long-term risks, they are even more staggering. Chronic sleep loss leads directly to a massively increased risk of heart disease and even cancer. By forcing ourselves to stay awake, we basically invite systemic collapse. It's definitely not a badge of honor to pull an all-nighter or hustle on 3 hours of sleep. Scientifically speaking, it is a biological assault on your own body.
Which of course makes you wonder about human ambition. Could we eventually outsmart our need for sleep altogether? Because as a modern society, we're totally obsessed with productivity, constantly trying to find ways to biohack our way out of this massive biological vulnerability.
This brings us to a massive clash: evolution versus the future. We've got millions of years of strict evolutionary biology slamming right into our modern, technological attempts to conquer sleep.
So, can we eliminate it? Well, we're certainly trying. Scientists are exploring brain stimulation, genetic engineering, artificial sleep tech, and they're pouring literally billions of dollars into pharmaceuticals just to keep us awake. But right now, we just keep hitting a biological brick wall. The limitations are hard-coded into our DNA. You simply cannot cheat the system.
And that hard-coded limitation raises a super fascinating evolutionary paradox. If sleep is so dangerous in nature, why didn't evolution remove it? I mean, think about it. Falling unconscious for 8 solid hours out in the wild, that is the most dangerous thing an animal can possibly do. You are literally a sitting duck.
And this brilliantly illustrates the ultimate biological trade-off. On one hand, the dangers in the wild are immense, extreme predator vulnerability, and tons of lost time for foraging. Yet the survival benefits are so absolute. Brain repair, energy conservation, learning. It's so vital that nearly every single animal on Earth sleeps in some form. The massive evolutionary risk is completely outweighed by the simple fact that without sleep, you don't survive.
So we can't eliminate it, but we are definitely learning how to optimize it. Emerging discoveries are completely changing our approach to rest. AI is now analyzing sleep patterns with unbelievable precision, while personalized sleep medicine and brain-computer interfaces are actually helping us understand exactly how to maximize our recovery.
But as we strip away all the myths and really look at the hard data, what is the ultimate truth about those hours spent in the dark? We've seen the hyperactive brainwaves, the street sweepers of the cleaning system, the undeniable evolutionary necessity. But what does it all actually mean for you and me at the end of the day?
Let's move to and see how this builds. It's time to step away from the cold, hard data for a second and fundamentally reframe exactly what sleep is. This is the ultimate truth.
Sleep is not wasted time. It is definitely not some annoying biological tax we just have to pay. Sleep is the ultimate biological maintenance program that keeps your consciousness alive. While you're lying there in bed believing absolutely nothing is happening, your brain is actually performing the most extraordinary, complex repair process in the known universe.
It really comes down to this one idea. Sleep isn't the absence of life. It is the reason life continues. Every single night, you are rebuilt, you are restored, and you are ready to experience the world all over again. It's the absolute foundation of everything you are right now, and everything you will do tomorrow.
So, I want to leave you with one final, lingering thought. Knowing what you know now about the frantic, life-saving activity happening in your brain, how will you treat your biological maintenance program tonight? Are you going to protect it, or will you take it for granted?